Hey drummers, it's Rob Litton here from drumstheword.com. Welcome to this full video song lesson. Today I'm going to show you how to play the song All Night Long by Rainbow, drummed of course by the legendary Cozy Powell. And right from the start I want to say that this is an intermediate lesson, but really it could be a beginner lesson. There are sections in this song that are very, very simple to play for a beginner, but then there are a few changes and a few drum fills that up the level of difficulty. So I want us to lay in this for the beginners, and what we'll do is when we get to the more complicated drum fills, I'll show you how to play, how Cozy actually plays them, but then we'll talk about perhaps simplifying them as well. So I don't think this song should be off limits to a new drummer just because of some fancy drum fills in the song, when you can simplify those drum fills and do your own thing and still get through the whole piece, because it's not that complicated. But saying that, we start off with a bit of a tricky bit right at the beginning. Probably the hardest bit of the song if you're a newbie, counting along to band stabs. Especially that intro guitar, it comes in a weird place. Na 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 na. The intro guitar. You've got to get ready with it because, as you can see on the second bar of the chart, we come in with our first sets of stabs. And Cozy keeps it very simple. He just goes down the toms. He starts on the and a beat one though, which is the tricky bit. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and. Coming in there on the and a beat one with a flam. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Just simply down the toms, 1 and 2 and 3 and, into a crash cymbal on the and a beat 3. So you're starting on the and you're ending on the and. So it's kind of weird, kind of tricky if you're a new drummer to get that. But if you listen to the song enough times, you can sort of hear it. Na 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 na, blah 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 boom, crash. So you can learn it that way rather than have to count it. But we'll talk about the counting as well. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And it goes into the next bar, bar 3, with a crash cymbal on beat 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the last bar's the same thing, but it's a little bit easier because now the guitar has been established. You can hear where the beats are. It's just coming in for that first two bars that might throw you off because you're not quite sure where the guitar's starting. But once you get to bar 4, you can sort of hear it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And then we're into our first bar.